Okay, so in this today live video I am doing for you. Here we will solve the cardiovascular system, and I'll wait for some of you to join and then we'll start. I'll tell you roughly what we have to do in this topic. This cardiovascular system, I'm going to just do like in this system, cardiovascular system mein I'll do the two topics today that has been asked in so many exams. ठीक है, so many exams the questions are being repeated, and those questions will be generally from heart sound. Okay, heart sound, ठीक है, heart sound, and the next will be ECG. These questions, all of you know the importance of these questions in medicine, ठीक है. So heart sound and ECG, two topics roughly we will be covering. In the heart sounds will be generally covering the normal S1 S2 sounds, and the next questions that is being asked so frequently are the murmurs, the abnormal sounds, ठीक है. So normal and abnormal both sounds, and some ECG, mostly the defects in the ECG कि जैसे QRS complex में defect है तो कहाँ पे क्या होगा, like that. Those questions which are being mostly asked. So this is the rough of what we are going to do today. So I hope all of you have now joined, and now we'll start without wasting our time. So let us see. The first question they have given here is bronchiectasis sicca is seen with. Okay, this bronchiectasis sicca, this will be doing mostly in that respiratory system, but यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन दिया है, इसको कर लेते हैं. So this is nothing but tuberculosis में देखा जाएगा, है ना. So bronchiectasis sicca will be seen in the case of tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is associated with a type of dry bronchiectasis called bronchiectasis sicca, which is predominantly seen in upper lobes, and dry bronchiectasis is typically characterized by the absence of copious amount of sputum, which is usually a hallmark of bronchiectasis. And generally the patient who has this bronchiectasis sicca, they will be presenting with dry cough, which is associated with hemoptysis. So generally this is not the question mostly related to air, but generally we just did it. Okay, अभी देखो original question यहाँ से शुरू होता है. So the next question is pulsus paradoxus. Okay, the options are pulsus paradoxus is seen in all except. So options are IPPV, COPD, cardiac tamponade, and constrictive pericarditis. So I'll wait for 1 minute. 1 minute or 30 seconds so that all of you can answer. Okay, I am waiting for your answers. Please write it down. A, B, C, D. The four options are here. That is IPPV, COPD, cardiac tamponade, and constrictive pericarditis. Then I'll start with the explanation. Okay, please hurry up, है ना. Okay, so now I'll give you the answer for this. So let's see what is first of all pulsus paradoxus. So let us see what is pulsus paradoxus, then we will go towards the answer. So let's see this pulsus paradoxus. So normal, before going to the abnormal we should know about the normal. So in generally in the physiology we have learned about this, that normally the systolic BP drops slightly. The systolic BP, the SBP will drop slightly, that is by less than 10 mm of Hg on inspiration. On inspiration, the systolic BP will be dropping generally by less than 10 mm of Hg, less than 10 mm of Hg on inspiration. But if the drop is greater than 10 mm Hg, ठीक है, but if the drop is greater than 10 mm of Hg, it is called pulsus paradoxus. So all of you must be clear with this, that what is generally systolic BP drops slightly less than 10 mm Hg on inspiration, but if the drop is greater than 10 mm Hg, it is called pulsus paradoxus. ठीक है, this is called pulsus paradoxus. It is seen generally, this is generally seen, this pulsus paradoxus is seen in the conditions of cardiac tamponade. Mainly it is seen in the case of cardiac tamponade. Then it will be seen in generally COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases, in severe asthma cases, and constrictive pericarditis and massive pulmonary embolism. In these cases generally this pulsus paradoxus will be seen. This has been a question that has been repeated in so many examinations. So यहाँ पे हमारे पास ऑप्शन में क्या था, देखो IPPV ऑप्शन में था, COPD था, cardiac tamponade and constrictive pericarditis. So this COPD, cardiac tamponade and constrictive pericarditis all have generally pulsus paradoxus. So except में यहाँ पूछा गया, so generally our answer will be IPPV. ठीक है, IPPV. IPPV means nothing but intermittent positive pressure ventilation. ठीक है, intermittent positive pressure ventilation. अभी आगे दिखाता हूँ मैं आपको. Generally this rise in BP during inspiration is called as reverse pulsus paradoxus. और हमको जनरली क्या भी याद रखना है कि रिवर्स पल्सस पैराडॉक्सस कौन से कंडीशन में देखी जाती है, इन व्हिच कंडीशंस दिस रिवर्स पल्सस पैराडॉक्सस आर सीन. सो दिस रिवर्स पल्सस पैराडॉक्सस इज सीन इन द केस ऑफ IPVB, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, and generally hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, and generally in the case of AB dissociation. ठीक है, AB dissociation. So this is all about our generally this pulsus paradoxus and reverse pulsus paradoxus. So let's move with the next one, that is all of the following are true about S1 except. All of the following are true about S1. So generally here the question comes about the hard sound, that is S1 and S2. These generally S1, S2, S3 and S4 are also there, but generally S1 and S2 are the major sounds in the heart. Okay, so S1 sound or S2 sound. So they are asking all of the following are true about S1. Okay, so all of the above are true about S1 एक्सेप्ट करके पूछ रहे हैं. सो लेट अस यहाँ पे मैंने इसको टिक लगा दिया, नेक्स्ट से मैं याद रखूंगा सो दैट आई डोंट टिक द क्वेश्चन, सो दैट यू कैन रिप्लाई द क्वेश्चन. और नीचे मैंने नहीं लगाया, बस यहीं पे एक दो जगह ये दिस इज ड्यू टू सम फॉल्ट. ठीक है, जनरली ये मिस्टेक से हो गया. सो लेट अस learn about S1. ठीक है, so S1 is due to the closure of AV valves. S1 is generally due to the closure of AV valves. So remember about this point. These are the main points that has been asked in the question. These are very important points. So S1 is due to the closure of AV valves. It is prolonged, that is 0.15 second. इसकी ड्यूरेशन कितनी होती है? 0.15 second. It is less audible, that is 20 to 40 hertz जिसकी जनरली फ्रीक्वेंसी होती है. Low frequency than S2. So generally S1 has low frequency than generally S2. At starting of ventricular systole, this sound is heard at the starting of ventricular systole and it is picked by the diaphragm. So generally there are two parts of the generally our stethoscope. One is diaphragm and one is bell. So generally S1 is generally picked up by diaphragm. So S1 is picked up by diaphragm. Next is S2. S2 is generally due to the AV and PV closure, that is aortic valve and pulmonic valve closure. Less prolonged, that is 0. Time duration will be 0.13 second and it is about 50 hertz. The frequency of S2 is about 50 hertz. It is more audible than S1 and it is at the end of ventricular systole. So two things you have to generally correlate here, that S1 is at the starting of ventricular systole. Both is at the ventricular systole, but generally at the starting S1 is heard and at the end of the ventricular systole we will be hearing S2 sound. ठीक है, S2 sound is at the end of the ventricular systole and it is also picked by generally the diaphragm of the stethoscope. ठीक है, so diaphragm of the stethoscope. So now see all of the following are true about S1 except. So lower frequency than S2. So यहाँ पे देखो S2 का frequency कितना है? S2 का frequency 50 hertz है, whereas the S1 has the frequency of 20 to 40 hertz. So of course this is right. Caused by closure of mitral valve. Generally true about S1. So S1 is, or AV valves are nothing but mitral and generally bicuspid and tricuspid valve भी होता है. Generally next heard at the end of the ventricular systole. No, this is at the starting of, generally S1 is heard at the generally starting of the ventricular systole. At the end of the ventricular systole we hear S2. That's why this is the answer we are looking for. So better heard with diaphragm of stethoscope. Both of the sounds are generally better heard with the diaphragm of the stethoscope. Okay, the next question is on the JVP A waves are absent. So let us first see for the JVP है ना, jugular venous pressure. Let's see what are the waves there. I'm not able to see all of your comments, so let me complete it है ना, और लास्ट में कुछ होगा तो मैं उसका कर दूंगा. ठीक है, so A waves are absent in. A waves की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो JVP wave form अगर मैं देखूँ, so this is generally A wave here, C wave here, X wave here, generally V, and this is the Y wave. So we just know about the normals of this. ठीक है, so A wave is due to generally the right atrial contraction. ठीक है, V wave is generally due to the venous return to RA, and X descent will be generally atrial relaxation plus ventricle contraction, and Y descent is generally in the early diastole, and C is generally due to the tricuspid valve bulging during isovolumetric contraction. ठीक है, so C wave is generally due to this is the normal and these are the waveforms. This is just a rough diagram drawn by me with my own hand. This I had drawn. ठीक है, so this is just a rough diagram. So just I thought कि इसको यहाँ पे रख के correlate कर लेते हैं. So this is the JVP waveform. So now they are asking in the JVP A waves are absent in. So general हमने देख लिया. अब let us see the pathological waveforms. All the pathological waveforms I have taken it at one place. That will be very helpful for you. So this A wave generally pathological की बात कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे हम general की बात नहीं कर रहे. This is not physiological. These all are will be the pathological. So in the A wave, if they are asking you A wave is absent in, they will generally ask you the questions like this only, that in which condition the A wave will be absent. It will be tall, it will be very tall, that is Canon A wave. So in that context, let us see A wave is absent in atrial fibrillation. ठीक है, A wave is generally absent in atrial fibrillation. याद रखना A से A wave, A से absent और A से atrial fibrillation. This is the triad of A here. ठीक है, next is the large A wave. In which condition the large A wave will be seen? The right heart outflow obstruction ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन के केस में, ठीक है, राइट हार्ट आउटफ्लो ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन के केस में, दैट इज टीएसपीएस और पल्मोनरी आर्टरी हाइपरटेंशन के केस में जनरली देयर विल बी ट्राइकस्पिड स्टेनोसिस, pulmonic stenosis and PAH के केस में जनरली द A wave will be very large, not very large, it is large. If we talk about the very large, जिसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, कैनन बोलते हैं. So कैनन A wave, and this question has been repeated numerous times. All of you must be agree. आप लोग बताओ कि ये क्वेश्चन कितने बार पूछा गया है. You must have seen this question in every Q bank, ठीक है, every Q bank you will be finding this question. So generally कैनन A waves generally क्या है, it is generally found where there is complete heart block or junctional rhythm, ठीक है, कंप्लीट हार्ट ब्लॉक और जंक्शनल रिदम के केस में जनरली वी कैन सी ए वेव जनरली इन द कैनन फॉर्म. और वहां पे क्वेश्चन में जनरली ऑप्शन आपके पास क्या रहेगा, कंप्लीट हार्ट ब्लॉक विल बी योर ऑप्शन देयर. ठीक है, आगे चलो वी वेव की बात करता हूँ. पैथोलॉजिकल, वी आर टॉकिंग एवरीथिंग पैथोलॉजिकल हियर. सो वी वेव इज जनरली ड्यू टू वीनस रिटर्न, है ना, जनरली ड्यू टू वीनस रिटर्न. सो लार्ज वी वेव विल बी सीन इन जनरली ट्राइकस्पिड रिगर्जिटेशन एंड जनरली atrial septal defect. The next is X descent. So X descent generally will see prominent X descent generally in the case of constrictive pericarditis and cardiac tamponade. ठीक है, X descent की सिर्फ prominent याद रखना है, that is constrictive pericarditis and cardiac tamponade. The next question from where the question is made mainly, क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे थोड़ा क्या है, generally this is a little bit confusing and the examiners loves to ask the questions which are a bit confusing. ठीक है, वहीं से questions ज़्यादा पूछेंगे. So generally this, let's see, this Y descent, it is diminished and it is prominent. Two cases are there, either this Y descent will be diminished or this Y will be generally prominent. So if they are asking you generally Y descent is diminished in which condition, so your answer should be cardiac tamponade. ठीक है, कार्डियक टेम्पोनेट के केस में इट विल बी डिमिनिस्ड एंड प्रोमिनेंट कौन से केसेस में होंगे, इट विल बी प्रोमिनेंट इन द केस ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्टिव पेरिकार्डाइटिस. You must remember this 2 point. Y descent, I repeat it again, it's worth repeating it here, that Y descent is diminished in the case of cardiac tamponade and it is prominent in the case of constrictive pericarditis. So this is all about the JVP. JVP में आपसे इतने क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे. So यहाँ पे atrial fibrillation, A is absent in atrial fibrillation. Okay. देखो, इन एट्रियल फिब्रिलेशन देयर विल बी सिंक्रोनाइज्ड सेंट्रैक्शन ऑफ जनरली एट्रियम, कॉन्ट्रैक्शन होगा ये, सेंट्रैक्शन नहीं, कॉन्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ द एट्रियम इज एब्सेंट, सो ए वेव्स आर एब्सेंट इन जेवीपी. दिस इज जनरली द रीजन. और आपको अगर रीजन ना भी याद रहे, सो जनरली यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द कंडीशंस इन व्हिच दिस थिंग्स आर अकरिंग. ठीक है, ए वेव लार्ज है तो किसमें है, जनरली ए वेव जनरली क्या है, जनरली कैनन ए वेव है तो वो किसमें कंडीशन, जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस कंडीशंस, दैट विल बी इनफ फॉर अस. इफ वी सी सी वेव इन जेवीपी इज ड्यू टू, सो अभी हमने ऊपर जनरली बात किया था कि सी वेव जनरली किसमें जनरली दिखाई देता है. सो सी वेव इज जनरली, यहाँ देखो, आई टेक यू टू इट अगेन. सी wave is due to tricuspid valve bulging during isovolumetric contraction. So in the case of isovolumetric contraction, the tricuspid valve bulges and that will produce generally this C wave. ठीक है, C wave. So C wave यहाँ पे देखो, C wave will be generally tricuspid valve bulging into right atrium. ऐसा याद रखना है, @C4C करके याद रख सकते हैं. C wave due to bulging of tricuspid valve closure. ठीक है, tricuspid valve closure. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट पल्स प्रेशर. सो लेट मी नाउ, अब बताओ. सो पल्स प्रेशर यहाँ पे मैंने टिक लगा के नहीं रखा है. सो नाउ यू टेल मी व्हाट इज पल्स प्रेशर. पल्स प्रेशर में द ऑप्शन ए इज 1/3 डायस्टोलिक प्लस 1/2 जनरली सिस्टोलिक ब्लड प्रेशर, 1/2 डायस्टोलिक प्लस 1/3 सिस्टोलिक ब्लड प्रेशर, सिस्टोलिक माइनस डायस्टोलिक बीपी एंड डायस्टोलिक प्लस 1/2 systolic blood pressure. So I am just waiting for your answers. Everybody please write down your answer. I am waiting. I'll just wait 30 seconds more and then I'll go to the generally the explanation of this question. Pulse pressure is okay. Fast. Everybody answer this pulse pressure. Okay, so let me tell you about the pulse pressure now. So generally this pulse pressure. So this pulse pressure is generally is equals to systolic BP minus diastolic BP. One answer is systolic minus diastolic BP. ठीक है, systolic minus diastolic BP. So यहीं से हमारा आंसर क्या होगा? Our answer is C. The next is mean arterial pressure. Mean arterial, ये जो 1/3 और 1/2 वाला है, इसमें बहुत लोग कंफ्यूज होते हैं. Most of you get confused. Not most of you, I also get confused in this generally. So let us see this mean arterial pressure. So this mean arterial pressure generally it is the diastolic pressure plus 1/3 of pulse pressure. Diastolic plus 1/3 of generally pulse pressure. So diastolic plus 1/3 of generally pulse pressure. और इसी को कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 2/3 of diastolic. 2/3 ऑफ डायस्टोलिक एंड 1/3 ऑफ सिस्टोलिक. सो देखो डायस्टोलिक, डी फॉर डायस्टोलिक 2 एंड 2/3 2. सो 2/3 ऑफ डायस्टोलिक प्लस 1/3 ऑफ सिस्टोलिक. दिस इज द वे टू रिमेंबर. जस्ट कुछ भी करके याद करना रहता है. सो वी कैन डू एनीथिंग like this and we can remember this. So 2/3 of the diastolic plus 1/3 of generally systolic pressure. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Loud S1 in mitral stenosis is caused by. Okay, loud S1 in mitral stenosis. Okay, so let me cover this. Now all of you please write down the answer. So your options are prolonged flow through mitral valve and a first degree heart block, calcification of the valve and immobilization of generally the valve. Immobilization of generally the valve. So now all of you tell me what is the answer. Okay, I'm waiting for your answers. 20 seconds more. Okay, 20 seconds more, 10 seconds now. Okay, so let me explain about this. So this loud S1 in mitral stenosis. Okay, let me give you a brief of all the causes of the loud S1. ठीक है, एक जगह पे सारी चीजें कर लेते हैं. So causes of the loud S1. If we see diastole, the causes of loud S1 and the first cause will be the diastole shortened due to tachycardia. Look, either they will give like diastole shortened due to tachycardia, and most of the time they will not be giving this in the option. Rather they will be giving the conditions, and the diastole is shortened due to tachycardia in generally conditions like anemia, anxiety and fever. ठीक है, हाइपरथर्मिया या फिर फीवर के केस में. increased AV flow के condition में भी there will be loud S1 hard, and that will be generally in the case of ASD, PDA, that is patent ductus arteriosus, thyrotoxicosis and AV fistula. In thyrotoxicosis there will be generally T3 and T4 will be increased, isn't it? And there will be hyperdynamic situation there. That's why generally there will be generally the loud sound S1 will be generally produced. So this is increased AV flow. So either they can give in the option increased AV flow, or they most of the time they will give these conditions only: ASD, PDA, thyrotoxicosis or AV fistula. Any one of that they will be giving. The next is the prolonged AV flow. Prolonged AV flow. Due to prolonged AV flow also there will be loud S1 produced. This prolonged AV flow takes place in the cases of mitral stenosis and tricuspid stenosis. Mitral valve stenosis and tricuspid valve stenosis. Short PR interval will also be generally a cause for generally loud S1. ठीक है, everybody got this? आई होप एवरीबडी इज गेटिंग दिस, है ना. मैं थोड़ा सा फास्ट कर रहा हूँ सो दैट वी कैन कंप्लीट, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी 15 to 17 मिनट्स हो चुके हैं. आई विल टेक 10 or 20 मिनट्स मोर. एंड इफ दिस क्लास इज बीइंग हेल्पफुल प्लीज सेंड सम इमोजीज. प्लीज डू रिएक्ट, है ना, क्योंकि अगर आप रिएक्ट करोगे द वीडियो विल गो मोर इन जनरल द feed and that will support me, क्योंकि generally I am getting nothing for this. ठीक है, I am just doing it for you guys, है ना. And if I get a little bit motivation from this, if people are liking my videos, then I'll try to make more and more videos, more and more contents will be generally available to the channel. ठीक है. Next, the causes of soft S1. If we have talked about the loud S1, now let us talk about the soft S1. So soft S1 में generally क्या है? Poor conductance of sound through chest wall. Either the person is very obese. In that case, generally, if you put the stethoscope, there will be a lot of fat and you cannot generally hear the sound properly. So this is due to soft. So this causes the soft S1 to be heard. So generally poor conductance of the sound through the chest wall, either in the case of obesity, emphysema, pleural effusion and pericardial effusion. These will be the cases generally causing the soft heart sound. ठीक है, soft S1 sound. Decrease in rate of LV pressure development. Decrease in the rate of LV pressure development, that is generally seen in the conditions of mixed edema, cardiomyopathy, acute MI and mitral regurgitation. The next is prolonged PR interval. The cases where there will be prolonged. Look, the loud S1 was generally heard due to generally short PR interval. So there will be opposite condition in the soft S1, that is there will be prolonged PR interval cases, that is generally seen in the first degree heart block, and this will be the question they will be mainly asking to you. So first degree heart block. Next is severe calcification. In the cases of severe calcification, there will be soft S1. ठीक है, splitting of first heart sound, second heart sound will also lead to generally soft S1. So these are the conditions where you will hear soft S1. Let's move here and we'll talk about the different conditions of generally first heart sound के splitting में normal और reverse splitting. I know that. I'll come to that in the next question. ठीक है, so यहाँ पे देख लो ये कौन सा है, loud S1 in mitral stenosis is caused by loud S1. So there is loud S1 यहाँ पे loud S1 in mitral stenosis is caused by. So this is generally due to tricuspid 67 नंबर का है यहाँ पे जनरली प्रोलॉन्ग्ड फ्लो थ्रू माइट्रल valve है ना, फर्स्ट डिग्री हार्ट ब्लॉक, कैल्सिफिकेशन ऑफ द valve and immobilization of generally the valve. So this will generally be seen the prolonged flow through mitral valve. ठीक है, prolonged flow through mitral valve. ठीक है, prolonged flow through prolonged AV flow, that is mitral stenosis and tricuspid stenosis. So mitral stenosis के केस में prolonged flow through mitral valve will cause generally the loud S1. आगे देखो, रिवर्स स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ फर्स्ट हार्ट साउंड. सो जनरली आई टोल्ड यू फर्स्ट हार्ट साउंड और सेकंड हार्ट साउंड की जनरली splitting. So now you have to tell me reverse splitting of first heart sound is heard. RBBB, LBBB, tricuspid stenosis and AR. Fast. I'll wait for 10 seconds for you. Right bundle branch block, left bundle branch block, tricuspid stenosis and AR. That is aortic regurgitation. Fast, all of you. I'm waiting for your answers. Reverse splitting of first heart sound. Just write A, B, C or D. Anything. ठीक है? A, B, C or D. You just write A, B, C or D. Okay, so now it's time for the explanation. So let's see the first heart sound. ठीक है, the first heart sound, the splitting in the case of the splitting of the first heart sound, there will be two type of splitting occurring in the first heart sound. That is normal splitting and reverse splitting. In the case of S1, there will be two splitting. One is normal, that is physiological splitting, and one will be reverse splitting, not physiological, generally normal splitting and reverse splitting. So normal splitting generally it is seen in the case of right bundle branch block. ठीक है, right bundle branch block and LV pacing. The next will be ectopic beats originating in the left ventricle. The next condition will be Ebstein's anomaly. So the most they will be asking question on these two topics. That is normal splitting is seen in the case of RBBB, right bundle branch block, and Ebstein's anomaly. So these two topics you must remember for this normal splitting of the first heart sound. The next is reverse splitting. So in the case of reverse splitting, ठीक है, reverse splitting generally the cases where reverse splitting occurs of the first heart sound is LBBB, that is left bundle branch block. The next is RB pacing and ectopic beats originating in right ventricle, just opposite to this. ठीक है, just opposite to this. एक भी याद कर लो तो दूसरा उसका अपोजिट कर देना. ठीक है, रिवर्स स्प्लिटिंग, सिवियर MS एंड एट्रियल मिक्सोमा. ठीक है, एट्रियल मिक्सोमा में जनरली भी देखा जाता है जनरली द रिवर्स स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ द फर्स्ट हार्ट साउंड. सो आई थिंक दिस इज enough for your explanation of this question. Let's move to the next question. The next question they are giving is reverse. So यहाँ पे आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? यहाँ पे आंसर हो जाएगा हमारा LBBB. So LBBB first heart sound is seen in reverse splitting will be seen in generally LBBB. RBBB is generally seen in generally normal splitting. ठीक है, normal splitting of S1. ठीक है, normal splitting of S1. All of the following sounds are diastolic sounds except. They are asking us all of the following sounds are diastolic sounds except. So generally the options are S3, S4, opening snap and ejection click. Okay, you tell me first. You tell me the answers. Then I will go to different types of systolic and diastolic sounds. I will explain everything here only. So all of the following sounds are diastolic sounds. I am waiting for your answers. S3, S4, opening snap and ejection click. Fast. Just write down A, B, C or D, anything. Whatever is your answer. No need to write the whole this S3, S4, opening snap. No need to write. Just write down A, B, C or D. Okay, 3 seconds more, and then I will go to the generally description of this topic. Okay, so all of the following sounds are diastolic sounds except. Okay, let's see. The two types of sound we will do everything here, that is diastolic sound and systolic sound. ठीक है, diastolic and systolic sound. So diastolic sounds generally opening snaps will be there. Opening snaps are nothing but diastolic sounds, and systolic sound generally ejection sound or clicks will be generally the systolic sound. ठीक है, systolic sound. S3 and S4 will be generally this S3 and S4 is generally nothing but the diastolic sound. These are diastolic sounds, and non-ejection click or mid-systolic click will be generally. नाम में ये mid-systolic click, so this is nothing but generally the systolic sound, but they will not give you this mid-systolic click. They will generally give you non-ejection click. So you have to remember that non-ejection click or mid-systolic ठीक है. The next is pericardial knock and tumor plop. Tumor plop sound is generally heard in atrial myxoma. You must be knowing about this in the pathology. You must be you must have read about generally the atrial myxoma, and generally pericardial knock and tumor plop sound will be generally, tumor plop will be generally seen in atrial myxoma, which are the examples of diastolic sound, and ejection में generally इतनी sound हमने पढ़ी. So these are the systolic and these are the diastolic sound. S1 S2 के बारे में we have already talked at the above. चलो, so then next move it. Wide split second heart sound is seen. Okay, so just I'm waiting for 10 seconds your answers. Wide split second heart sound. Wide split second heart sound is seen in A, B, C, PDA and D is MR. Okay, I think I didn't tell you the answer of 69 number. ठीक है, 69 number का generally answer क्या हो जाएगा? Ejection click, because ejection click is generally a systolic sound. ठीक है, ejection sound और ejection click is generally a systolic sound. आगे देखो, वाइड स्प्लिट सेकेंड हार्ट साउंड इज सीन इन एट्रियल सेप्टल डिफेक्ट, एलबीबीबी, एमआर एंड पीडीए, पेटेंट डक्टस आर्टेरियोसस. ओके, वाइड स्प्लिट सेकेंड. सो हमने स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ फर्स्ट हार्ट साउंड पहले ही बात कर लिया था. आई एम वेटिंग फॉर योर आंसर. प्लीज राइट डाउन योर आंसर्स. By the way, I will be telling you a little bit more about. So wide split of first heart sound के splitting तो हमने देख लिया है ना. So now it's time to see the second heart sound splits. Okay, so splitting of second heart sound, everything you need to know I have written it here and I'll explain to you in 2 or 3 minutes. So let's see. The splitting of second heart sound. So splitting of second heart sound, generally it is general normal physiological splitting will only be generally audible on inspiration. The normal physiological splitting that occurs, that we can only listen during the inspiration के time पे only we can listen this. If we talk about the abnormal splitting, so mostly the questions will be from here. Again the questions will be made from here, that is the abnormal splitting. So abnormal splitting, generally fixed wide splitting will be seen in the case of ASD, that is unaffected by respiration, या inspiration हो या फिर expiration. In the both the condition there will be fixed wide splitting, and if you are hearing this sound fixed wide splitting of generally the second heart sound and it is unaffected by the respiration, then you should go to ASD, that is atrial septal defect. The next is enhanced physiological splitting. The enhanced physiological splitting will be generally seen in RBBB, that is right bundle branch block, pulmonary stenosis, pulmonary hypertension, VSD, ventricular septal defect. Reverse splitting will be seen generally. This reverse splitting generally it widens on expiration. ठीक है, expiration पे generally it will widen, and generally it is seen in the case of aortic stenosis, HOCM, LBBB, ventricular pacemaker. These all are for generally the second heart sound, not for the first heart sound. ठीक है, the second heart sound generally reverse splitting will be seen in the case of aortic stenosis, HOCM, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, LBBB, that is left bundle branch block, and ventricular pacemaker. So these will generally be the reverse splitting of the second heart sound, that will be widening more on expiration. So these are all the things that you must know about generally the wide split second heart sound. ठीक है, wide split यहाँ पे second heart sound. So now you tell me the answer. All of you have already answered the question earlier also, but now again you should tell me. So what will be the answer? 70 का कौन क्या होगा आंसर? वाइड स्प्लिट सेकेंड हार्ट साउंड. सो दिस वाइड स्प्लिट सेकेंड हार्ट साउंड इज सीन इन द केस ऑफ ASD. सो आवर आंसर विल बी जनरली ASD एंड इट इज अनअफेक्टेड बाय रेस्पिरेशन. यू मस्ट रिमेंबर दिस क्वेश्चन हैज बीन रिपीटेड सो मेनी टाइम्स. आगे चलो. सो यहाँ पे देखो क्या लिखा हुआ है, स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ ST. स्प्लिटिंग इज ड्यू टू डिलेड क्लोजर ऑफ पल्मोनरी. Why does this splitting generally occur? This is generally due to the delayed closure of pulmonary valve than aortic valve during inspiration. What actually happens, that pulmonary valve closes a little bit later than aortic valve, and due to that there will be a splitting in the sound. ठीक है, splitting in the sound. In ASD the right ventricular blood volume increases and closure of the pulmonary valve is further delayed. As a result there will be wide splitting. ठीक है, there will be wide split second heart sound. नॉर्मल क्यों होता है? पल्मोनरी valve और aortic valve के क्लोजर के बीच में डिफरेंस होने के कारण, एंड जनरली इफ इट इज फर्दर डिलेड इन द केस ऑफ ARD it will be a little bit more widened. ठीक है, और वहीं से हम डायग्नोसिस बना लेंगे. ठीक है, सो दिस इज जनरली for the wide split second heart sound, splitting of second heart sound. So let me do one more question from here, that is mid diastolic murmur with pre-systolic accentuation is typically seen in mid diastolic murmur. So इसको मैं थोड़ा बंद करूंगा. Now you tell me the answer. Okay, you tell me the answer. Option A is mitral stenosis, mitral regurgitation, है ना. mitral regurgitation, MVP, and aortic stenosis. I am not able to answer all of your question, but please understand, है ना? I am trying to explain everything that is required for that question. So please understand, and we'll move further with many questions if we do like that. ठीक है? So mid diastolic murmur with pre-systolic accentuation is typically seen in mid diastolic murmur with pre-systolic accentuation is typically seen in a mitral stenosis, mitral regurgitation, MVP, and aortic stenosis. Okay, so all of you have typed down your answer. Now it's time for explanation. So let's see this murmur simply means the abnormal sound. ठीक है? अब जनरली क्या होगा कि जब ब्लड लैमिनार फ्लो करेंगे तो वहाँ पे मर्मर नहीं आएगा, बट व्हेन देयर विल बी the zigzag flow of the blood that will cause generally the sound. ठीक है? नॉर्मली जब ब्लड फ्लो करेगा तो साउंड नहीं होगा, बट जनरली क्या होगा जब zigzag फ्लो करेगा तो देयर विल बी murmurs heard. So what are these murmurs? So let us talk about murmurs. So generally systolic murmurs. If I talk about the systolic murmurs, they will be generally seen in, बस ये याद रखना है, ठीक है? इसमें से आधे से ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन मर्मर्स के आपके बन जाएंगे, क्योंकि आई हैव पुट डाउन ऑल द मर्मर्स that has been frequently asked in our examination. So systolic murmur is seen in the case of mitral regurgitation, tricuspid regurgitation, aortic stenosis, pulmonic stenosis, and ventricular septal defect. There is no shortcut for this. You have to remember this. The next is pansystolic. Pansystolic means throughout the systole there will be the murmur. This murmur will be generally seen in MR, TR, and VSD. It will not be seen in these two cases here. ठीक है? Diastolic murmurs. Diastolic murmurs will be seen in AR, PR, MS, and TS. I hope you are getting the full form of this. ठीक है? Continuous murmurs, if we say continuous or machinery murmur, the first question that will be asked in pediatric also, in medicine also, and anywhere this question will be asked, that is continuous murmurs. So this continuous murmur will be seen in the case of patent ductus arteriosus. Continuous machine-like murmurs they will be giving in the option. ठीक है? Rupture of sinus of Valsalva में भी दिखेगा and AV fistula में भी दिखेगा. So AV fistula में भी दिखेगा. So generally mid diastolic murmur with pre-systolic accentuation. So mid diastolic murmur किस में दिखेंगे generally? This will generally be seen in the pre-systolic accentuation भी होगा वहाँ पे. Mid diastolic murmur तो है, pre-systolic accentuation will also be seen, and that is the special case of mitral stenosis. ठीक है? That will be seen in the case of mitral stenosis. Let's move with the next question, that is which of the following murmurs increase with Valsalva maneuver. Valsalva maneuver पे generally which of the following murmur will increase? Okay, I'll wait for your answers. A, B, C, or D. That is mitral stenosis, HOCM, mitral regurgitation, or aortic stenosis. Now I am waiting for your answers. Please write down your answers. Just 10 seconds more. I'll wait, and then I'll move to the next question. ठीक है? I'll move to the next question. I hope all of you have typed down your answers, है ना? I'm seeing answers being typed down by few of you. ठीक है? So which of the following murmurs increase with Valsalva maneuver? Okay, so now it's time for generally explanation. So generally most murmurs decrease in length and intensity with Valsalva maneuver. Valsalva maneuver में generally most of the murmurs will decrease in length and intensity with Valsalva maneuver. देखो एक्सेप्शन आएगा यहाँ पे. और जनरली इन द केस ऑफ बायोलॉजी है ना, ये हमने क्लास 11 और 12 से हम पढ़ रहे हैं बायोलॉजी, एंड वी हैव बीन नोइंग दिस सिंस आवर क्लास 10, 11, 12 दैट इन द बायोलॉजी द क्वेश्चंस आर जनरली मेड फ्रॉम द पॉइंट वेयर द एक्सेप्शन कम्स. सो जनरली लेट्स सी जनरल कंडीशन में कहता है most murmurs decrease in length and intensity with Valsalva maneuver. Two exceptions are the systolic murmur of HOCM, which becomes much louder, and that of MVP, which becomes generally longer and often louder. ठीक है? MVP which becomes longer and often. So दो HOCM और MVP. ठीक है? HOCM और MVP. So यहाँ पे देखो जनरली हमारे पास ऑप्शन में क्या है? We have the option of 72 के B नंबर में HOCM, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, and that's why our answer will be generally 72 का B नंबर, that is HOCM. चलो आगे चलते हैं. Let's see, the question has already came. Continuous murmur is found in all except. देखो continuous murmur is generally found in all except. So continuous murmur generally किस किस में देखे जाते हैं? यहाँ पे देखो continuous murmur are found in PDA, rupture of sinus of Valsalva, and atrioventricular fistula. ठीक है? AV fistula में. So let's see what are our options here. यहाँ पे 73 और A, B, C and D. टाइप डाउन योर आंसर. ठीक है? टाइप डाउन योर आंसर. आई एम वेटिंग फॉर योर आंसर्स, बिकॉज अब तो मैंने दिखा भी दिया आपको. सो जनरली यहाँ पे 73 का कौन सा होगा? फाउंड इन ऑल एक्सेप्ट, फाउंड इन ऑल एक्सेप्ट So this is found in generally mitral stenosis. It is not found in mitral stenosis with mitral regurgitation. It is generally found in PDA, continuous murmur, that is machine-like murmur, rupture of sinus of Valsalva, and generally systemic arteriovenous fistula may be generally. I think I have told you in the last question a few minutes ago. I think I told you atrioventricular. It's not atrioventricular. ये AV में मैंने बोल दिया जैसे जैसे बोल दिया. This is arteriovenous fistula, not atrioventricular. It's arteriovenous fistula. It was just tongue slip. ठीक है, tongue slip. Sorry for that. Okay, आगे देखो. Normal axis of the heart is best described as, the next question, that is 74. This question has been repeated in all the exams. I am telling you, this question has been repeated in all the exams. So the normal axis of the heart is best described as being between. नॉर्मल एक्सिस ईसीजी जब आप पढ़ोगे ना, तो ईसीजी पढ़ने से पहले आई एम टेलिंग यू द थिंग्स. इन द मीन टाइम यू कैन राइट डाउन द आंसर ए बी सी और डी. यहाँ पे आप देख लो और आप आंसर नीचे लिखो. मैं कुछ बता रहा हूँ. आई एम टेलिंग समथिंग अबाउट यू. So when you go for studying ECG, so before starting the ECG, generally the teacher will be telling about the normal axis of generally the heart, and from there this question has been asked. So normal axis of the heart is best described. I hope all of you have just given your answer A, B, C or D. So now let me generally go for the description of this answer. Okay. So cardiac axis. So let's see about the cardiac axis. Before going for ECG, we just have to know a little bit about the cardiac axis. So let's see here. Cardiac axis, mean direction of the wave of ventricular depolarization. Generally cardiac axis को define हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? So it is the mean direction of the wave of ventricular depolarization in the vertical plane measured from a zero reference point. Don't need to remember all this. ठीक है, ये नहीं पूछा जाएगा जनरली आपसे पूछा जाएगा ये. So normal axis of normal cardiac axis क्या है? What is the normal cardiac axis? So it lies between -30 to +90 degree. From -30 to +90 degree is the normal cardiac axis. So this has been the question asked here. ठीक है. The next is left axis deviation. ठीक है. If the left axis deviation is there, that will be from -30 degree to -90 degree. We'll see about the different types of cases where left axis deviation will be seen, right axis deviation will be seen, extreme right axis deviation will be there. But this is just the basic. This is just the starting. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे हमको समझना है कि left axis deviation में -30 degree to -90 degree deviation होगा. Next is right axis deviation, that is in +90 to ±180 degree. And extreme right axis deviation is ±180 degree to -90 degree. The most asked question from here is the normal axis. ठीक है, normal axis should be asked so many times. So this is for the our answer. So यहाँ पे हमको ऑप्शन में देखो -30 to +90. So -30 to +90 is given in A number. So this is generally our A number is our answer. The last question today we'll do, and the remaining we'll be doing in the next class, that is tomorrow we'll do. So let's see. Wide QRS complex is typically seen in wide QRS complex. ठीक है, यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है bundle branch block, सिक साइनस सिंड्रोम, मोबिट्स टाइप 1 एंड मोबिट टाइप 2. सबसे पहले तो समझ लो दिस इज जनरली द टाइप 2 ब्लॉक. ठीक है, टाइप 2 में जनरली मोबिट्स टाइप 1 और मोबिट्स टाइप 2 आता है. सो जनरली दिस इज जनरली टाइप 2. ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे आप बताओ, आप प्राइमरी ब्लॉक है ना, सेकेंडरी ब्लॉक जो आता है उसमें जनरली ये आता है, उसमें दो टाइप के ब्लॉक आते हैं सेकेंडरी ब्लॉक में जनरली, दैट इज सेकेंड डिग्री ब्लॉक में मोबिट्स टाइप 1 एंड मोबिट्स टाइप 2 ब्लॉक. सो नाउ अप टू नाउ you have given me a lot of answers I am seeing here, है ना. So generally bundle branch block, sick sinus syndrome, mobiट्स टाइप 1 and mobiट्स टाइप 2 block. So let's see. I'll go to the definition or generally the description of this topic. So let's see. In the case of arrhythmia, I have taken everything here. This slide is generally the answer for all those type of questions. So let's see. arrhythmia के केस में, arrhythmia में generally QRS की अगर हम बात करें, so this QRS the normal is generally 80 to 100 ms will be generally the normal of the QRS. ये normal generally क्या है, QRS की है. So if the QRS is narrow and if the QRS is wide, so in which conditions this QRS is generally narrow and in which conditions the QRS is wide. So if we talk about the narrow, the QRS generally complex narrows in which conditions, so it is generally conditions are generally we'll talk about on the basis of RR interval. So narrow में generally RR interval के basis पे generally अगर हम देखें तो रेगुलर में PSVT के कंडीशन में और एट्रियल फ्लटर के कंडीशन में, एंड इरेगुलर जनरली इरेगुलर QRS will be there in the condition irregular RR interval, that we can say will be generally in the atrial fibrillation and multifocal atrial tachycardia. if you don't remember anything, if you don't want to go further deep into that, so just remember कि narrow QRS complex किस में दिखेंगे, PSBT atrial flutter, and this will be the question that they will be asking you. PSBT atrial flutter, atrial fibrillation, multifocal atrial tachycardia. The next is wide. Generally this question has been repeated numerous times, that is wide QRS complex. So this wide QRS complex will be seen in two conditions, that is ventricular arrhythmia ventricular arrhythmia and bundle branch block, and this question they are asking us, ठीक है bundle branch block, sorry बंडल ब्रांच ब्लॉक. सो आगे आप मैं आपको आप दिखाता हूँ. यहाँ देखो बंडल ब्रांच ब्लॉक, 6 साइनस सिंड्रोम, मोबिडिस टाइप 1 एंड टाइप 2. सो दिस इज जनरली ये मोबिडिस टाइप 1 एंड टाइप 2 तो ये सेकेंड डिग्री ब्लॉक है, ठीक है. सो दिस इज सेकेंड डिग्री ब्लॉक, ठीक है, सेकेंड डिग्री ब्लॉक. एंड इन द मोबिडिस टाइप 1 ब्लॉक देयर विल बी प्रोग्रेसिव PR प्रोलोंगेशन फॉलोड बाय ड्रॉप बीट, फॉलोड बाय अ ड्रॉप बीट. व्हेयर इन द कंडीशन ऑफ द मोबिडिस टाइप 2 ब्लॉक, ठीक है, मोबिडिस टाइप 2 ब्लॉक में जनरली देयर विल बी फिक्स्ड PR फॉलोड बाय ड्रॉप बीट, ठीक है, फिक्स्ड PR. ये भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा अभी आपसे नीचे, फिक्स्ड PR फॉलोड बाय अ ड्रॉप बीट. सो जनरली दैट विल बी सीन इन द केस ऑफ मोबिडिस टाइप 2 block. So this is all for today that I wanted to teach you or just tell to you. teach से ज़्यादा मैं क्या बोलूँ, I am just trying to tell it to you, ठीक है, I am just helping you, ठीक है. So I am trying to help with these questions to you, ठीक है. सो जनरली दिस इज 75 का यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, 75 का बंडल ब्रांच ब्लॉक हो जाएगा. वाइड QRS कॉम्प्लेक्स आपने देख लिया कैसे होगा. सो दिस इज ऑल फॉर टुडे, है ना. ऑलमोस्ट 40 मिनट्स वी हैव डन एंड आई वुड लाइक टू टेक अ ब्रेक, है ना. एंड जो रिमेनिंग पोर्सन है वो हम कल भी कर सकते हैं, बट फॉर दिस आई वॉन्ट योर सपोर्ट. I want your support. Please wait for a few minutes. I wanted to just talk about something to you. ठीक है, जनरली देखो this channel I have made for this PG, है ना, NEET PG, FMG and all those and everything. Forever it will be free on this channel, ठीक है. Everything will be free forever on this channel and for that I want your support. मुझे सपोर्ट चाहिए, पैसों से सपोर्ट नहीं चाहिए और कुछ से सपोर्ट नहीं चाहिए. जस्ट यू नीड टू बी ऑन द चैनल, ठीक है. आपने बस चैनल को जस्ट सब्सक्राइब करना है एंड जस्ट यू हैव टू attend the classes, है ना, attend the classes. And if more and more people are attending the classes, it will be very inspiring for me and I'll continue to make more and more videos. And now I would like to ask a question. This not about all the videos, है ना, all the videos are available, like many videos जैसे फार्मा का हो गया, all those, like अब ये 2 ही सब्जेक्ट बाकी है जनरली इन द केस ऑफ बेसिक जो हमारा होता है. बेसिक में ओनली 2 सब्जेक्ट्स, PSM एंड द नेक्स्ट दैट इज नथिंग बट फार्माकोलॉजी वी आर स्टिल डूइंग, है ना. हमने 3-4 कर लिए हैं टॉपिक एंड नेक्स्ट विल बी PSM. उसके बाद पूरा का पूरा क्लिनिकल ही चलेगा. सो इन द मीन ऑफ दैट टाइम ओनली, बीच में ही मैं क्या सोच रहा था कि वी शुड गो फॉर सम मेडिसिन, ताकि हमारा मेडिसिन का भी रिवीजन होते रहे. एंड इफ यू फाइंड दिस वीडियो हेल्पफुल, ठीक है, एवरीवन नाउ, ऑल ऑफ यू, मोस्ट ऑफ यू हैव रन अवे, है ना. सो जस्ट हु स्टिल आर हियर, every one of you just react down or write down in the comment section either this video is being helpful for you or not. And if this video is being helpful for you, then I will continue making this type of videos again and again, and daily classes हो सकते हैं. And more people are there, then we can do 1 or 2 or 3 classes also in a day. So this much for this video. I wanted to thank all of you, है ना. All of you have just given your time here and all of you have watched this video, ठीक है. So this much for this video. I'll try to meet you up and catch you up in the next video, that finally maybe tomorrow अगर और ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट हुए तो generally I'll continue with this type of video. But if more number of students are not there, है ना, आज बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं थे, so if more number of students are not there, it will be like demotivating for me and I cannot generally go on with this, क्योंकि ये बहुत मेहनत लगता है इसमें, ठीक है. So it takes a lot of efforts for me also to make this type of videos. So thank you all of you. Let's catch up in the next video. Thank you.